everybody. My name is Cheryl. I'm a certified group fitness instructor, personal trainer, and a yoga instructor, as well as a health coach. Today I'm going to do a nice yoga flow. I bring to my flows, my practice, what I like to do in my everyday life. I was told by an instructor years ago, teach the class that you would like to take. And because I have that fitness background and the group training background, I just live a life filled with strength and cardio and flexibility. So in my yoga classes, I tend to incorporate all of those as well. By all means, there's great yoga classes where it's just for relaxation or just for flexibility or just recovery. I personally like my practices to just kind of include it all because I feel like, hey, why not shoot for the stars and have it all? So I'd love for you to join me. We're going to start out in a nice comfortable seat. You see I have blocks here. Please feel free to grab some blocks, some straps if you need them, towels, anything that will help you move into the poses. They're called yoga props, and the reason they're called yoga props is because they help you get deeper into the pose or bring the earth to you so that you have to, you can improve your balance, what have you. I'm sitting up on this yoga block because I have tight hip flexors, and if I don't sit on the yoga block, you can see my legs come up, and it's a struggle. It's a big struggle for me to keep my back straight and have my shoulders nice and opened and my abdominals engaged. So to take away that struggle, I sit up on a block. You may need 2 blocks or, again, books, something like that. And this way, I'm nice and truly comfortable. Rolling the shoulders up and then sliding them down, feeling them run along the rib cage and sliding them back down. Drawing the belly button in, you kind of sit back slightly so that your vertebrae will stack one on top of the next. Chin goes back slightly as well, and then you lift through the crown of the head. During the yoga practice, you try to create that length, that space, the space between the vertebrae, the length between the muscles and the tendons, and it's just a longing, a lengthening, and then you fill up the lungs more by creating that space. When you're hunched over like this, it's very difficult to breathe, but when you create that space, you fill up the lungs, and then you release it. Also, working that breath movement helps you move through the poses. So again, roll the shoulders back, slide them down, take a deep breath in, lift the arms up, inhale, exhale, let them float down to the earth. Beautiful. Inhale, let them rise, exhale, let them float down to the earth. Inhale, let them rise. Keep the right arm up, extend the left arm down to the earth, and then just gently bring the ear to the shoulder. Roll the shoulder back and down of this arm so you get that nice stretch all along the neck, the shoulders, creating that space, keeping the belly button towards the spine so that abdominals are engaged. And then just release the hand to the earth. Take a deep breath in, arms are up. Exhale, keep the left arm up, lower the right arm, bring the ear to the shoulder. And roll the shoulder back so that you're not rounding the shoulder. You're always opening the chest, opening the shoulder, creating that space. And then release. Arms both go down to the side. Inhale, let them rise. Exhale, bring them down. Interlace the hands behind your back. Roll the shoulders back and down. And then just lift the arms up to create more space in the shoulders and the chest. Just opening up the heart, receiving the energy that there is out there, and then just release the arms. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, interlace the hands, and then push away. Round the shoulders, belly button to the spine. Feel the lengthening of the shoulders, the opening up. And release the arms. Take a deep breath in and just go a little deeper into that stretch. So for today's class, we build. We could start out in what you might think are modifiers or just learning the moves. Inhale, bring it center. Exhale. And then you will have the opportunity to maybe go further into the pose. And that's your choice. It's always your practice. It's not my practice. It's your practice. So be mindful. Listen to the body. Release. Bring it center. Do what moves you, literally. Maybe what challenges you. Bring your hands to heart center. Roll the shoulders back and down. And what makes you feel good. Every day is a new day on the mat, so today may be different than yesterday. That's why this is going to be posted on YouTube forever, so you can keep coming back and practicing and moving through the flows. Release the block, put it off to the side. If you do need it, have it close by so you can put your hands on them, maybe in front of you, and then bring it up on all fours. Your wrists are going to be directly underneath your shoulders. Your belly button is going to be to the spine, and the toes, I'll bring it to the side, are going to be curled under. You could face me. Roll the shoulders back and down. Release the belly to the earth. Lift the chest up. Lift the chin up. Take a deep breath in, creating that space. Exhale. Tops of the feet go down. Press that into the earth. Round out the back. Chin to chest. Belly button to the spine. Push away from the earth. And then inhale. Cow pose. Exhale, cat. Inhale, create that space. Open up the chest, the lungs, and exhale, round. Release all the breath. One more time. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring it to that nice neutral spine. Taking your hands, walk them all the way over to the right side. Just keep walking, walking, walking till you can't go any further, and feel that beautiful stretch in the whole lateral side, along the whole length of your rib cage. Inhale, and on the exhale, bring it forward. And then continue the journey all the way over to the other side. Being mindful not to collapse, pushing away from the earth while you're moving over, and feel that beautiful length all along the lateral side of the torso. Bringing back to center, walking the hands out towards me, tent up the fingers so you're kickstanding them, and then release the chest to the earth, the forehead to the earth, maybe the chin to the earth. Roll the shoulders back and down, sliding them down towards the rib cage. Inhale, look up. Exhale, walk the hands back. Inhale the right leg up, but keep it flexed and keep it bent. So I'm going to bring it to the side. And then circle the ankle in one direction, circle the ankle in the other direction. You're pushing away from the earth. And then bring the knee down to meet the other knee, and then just press up through the heel. And then bring it down and press it up, and bring it down and press it up. 3 more. Bring it down and press it up. 2 more. Bring it down, press it up. And 1 more. Bring it down and then press it up. Keeping it here. I'm going to go this way. You're going to circle it forward, really working those hips. And circle. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and reverse that direction. Keep the belly button to the spine. Don't collapse into the shoulders. Keep pushing away from the earth. Follow your breath for 3, 2, and 1. And release it. Walk the hands out. Keep the fingers nice and tented. Keep the hips right above the knees. And then bring it down. So this is a puppy dog pose. It's not a child's pose. It's a puppy dog pose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, walk it back. And then you're going to bend that left leg. Foot is nice and flexed. And press up. Press up. Bring the knees back down. Pressing through the heel, keeping the belly button to the spine. Push the earth away from you so you don't collapse into the lower back. Shoulders and hips are parallel to the ground. Push it up. Beautiful. For 2, I'm sorry. 1 more. Here we go. Beautiful. And lift it up. And now circle forward. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, keep pushing away from the earth, and 1, and reverse the directions. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the leg bent. Before I forget, circle the ankle in one direction, and then circle the ankle in the other direction. Lower the leg, knee goes down, and this time you are going to go into the child's pose. So you're going to sit it back as much comfortable for you, and then bring it back down. Roll the shoulders back and down. I like to tent up the fingers sometimes to get more deep stretch into the shoulders. If this is uncomfortable, some people like to have their hands back here. Whatever works for your body, it's your pose. Inhale, bring it back up. And face me one more time. You're going to breathe and extend that right leg out. Roll the shoulders back and down. And this time you're going to bend it in. So bring it in for 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep the hips parallel. 2 and 1. Keeping this right angle with the leg. Bring it down to meet the other knee and then lift it up for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Extend it all the way out to the side. Walk the hands out towards me. Get deeper into that stretch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walk the hands back. Gently peel the left arm up. Inhale. And then exhale, shoot it through, ear towards the ground. And then bring it back towards the center. And we're going to switch with the other leg. Roll the shoulders back and down, flex the foot, and bring it up, and then press it up. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, bring it to the side. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I did make a mistake here with the bend. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, extend it out, lower it down, walk the hands out. Take a deep breath in, exhale, bring it out. Peel the right arm up, opening up the chest, creating that space. Inhale, exhale, shoot it through, ear to the ground. And then bring it back to center. This time, see if you can have your legs wide. If you have that mobility, sit the butt between the legs and walk the hands out. And then maybe you want to flip the palms up to hit it at a different direction. You're just hitting those shoulders, a little bit more mobility, opening them up. Bring the hands back. Push away from the earth, take a deep breath in, and just lift the shins up off the ground. Just hover here, engaging the core a little bit more. And really claw at the mat, draw the belly button in, push away from the earth so you're not collapsing, and feel the engagement in that core. If this isn't comfortable for you, you could just stay on all fours. It's just another option that you have. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, rise up. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. Arms go down. Inhale, let them rise. Interlace the hands, roll them up, and then bring them side to side. If this is bothering your knees, by all means, grab a blanket, pause here, a Mexican blanket, a towel, something that will protect you. You don't want to be in any pain while you're here. Lift up again, take a deep breath in, and bring it over to the right side and stay here. Inhale, lift it up through the rib cage, bring it over to the left side. Beautiful. And bring it back to center. Release the hands to the earth. Bring it back onto all fours. Take a deep breath in. Push away from the earth. lift the shins up again. Holding it here, pushing away from the earth. And you could add a little bit movement by walking towards me in a bear crawl and walking away in that bear crawl. And walk towards me in the bear crawl and walk away in the bear crawl. And then release. Heels stay up, toes are curled under, sitting back. If this is not in your practice, you could sit on the blocks, take a deep breath in, lift up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, lift it up. Interlace the hands, lift up, and bring them side to side. Beautiful. Draw the belly button in, the tailbone is down. Lift up from the rib cage, staying centered. Lift up a little bit higher, and then bring it to the right side. Really roll the shoulders back. Pull onto that left hand a little bit more. Get deeper. Inhale, bring it center. Exhale, bring it over to the other side. Push into the right leg at this point so you're not collapsing totally into that whole left side. And lift up from the rib cage and then roll that shoulder back. And then release the arms down. Have a seat. Take a deep breath in, lift up. You can take your left arm and bring it back. Just gently and just gently reach. Bring it center, inhale. Take the right arm, bring it back. Maybe you can't reach here, maybe it's just at the hips. That's okay. And bring it center. One more time. Bring it on this side, wherever works for you. Maybe it's just right here in your back pocket. Maybe it is at your ankle or your heel. And bring it center. Inhale and reach over to the other side. And bring it back to the center. Beautiful. Inhale. Walking it out. You're going to bring it back onto all fours. And this time, walk the hands out a little bit farther so that you can now bring it into this tabletop position. Top of a push-up, it's a plank. Rolling the shoulders back, sliding them down the rib cage. Hands are gripping at that mat, so you're really clawing at that mat. Drawing the belly button in, but then taking your hips and trying to slide them towards your ankles. Looking forward around 6 or 8 inches so you're not collapsing in the shoulders. You're always pushing away. Take a nice deep breath in. And on the exhale, lower the knees, lower the chest, lower the chin, slide out so that your hands are right at the end part of your rib cage. Tops of the feet are pressing into the ground. Taking your hands and slide them back. So you're really pulling them towards your hips. Draw the belly button into the spine, extend through the crown of the head, still creating that space while you have that slight back bend. And now release the hands. So really just work on the muscles of the posterior chain of the back, the rhomboids. And take a deep breath in. Exhale, place the hands back down. Bend the legs. You're coming into tabletop first. Draw the belly button into the spine. And then lift up into that plank pose. Pushing away from the earth. Don't let your hips sag like a cobra. Don't let them lift up like a camel. Keep it nice and flat and neutral like a tabletop. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Lower the knees down towards the earth. Bend the elbows. Bring it down and slide. Bring your arms out to the side. The thumbs are up. And this time, roll the shoulders back and down and lift the legs up while you lift the chest. Drawing the belly button in towards the spine so you don't collapse into that lower back. And you're still pressing out towards the toes and out towards the crown to create that beautiful space while you create the strength in the muscles of the whole posterior chain. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Slide. Toes curl under. Bring it to tabletop first. And then bring it to the plank pose. From the plank pose, we're going to go up into downward facing dog. Push away from the earth. Take a deep breath in. And lift the hips up towards the sky. It's your first downward facing dog, so pedal out the feet if you feel you want to get the stretch. Clawing at the mat, take your forearms and spiral them in towards the center so that you're trying to get the front of your elbows facing front. You're taking your shoulders and you're rolling them back, and then you're sliding them down your rib cage and settle into your dog. The heels are going towards the earth, the hips are going towards the sky, and you're pressing away from the ground. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, roll out. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, roll it out. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, roll it out. Knees are going to come to the ground, chest is going to come to the ground, or you're going to go right down into Chaturanga. And from here, protect those shoulders, drop the knees, and lower it down. Interlace the hands behind the back, roll the shoulders back and down, slide the arms back, and lift up. Take a deep breath in, draw the belly button into the spine, extend through the crown, and get that length and that strength at the same time. Inhale. Exhale, release. Hands to the side, toes curl under. You could go into downward facing dog from tabletop, or just make it one fluid movement and lift it up. Breathe your right leg up and back, bend the knee, flex the foot, and then try to stack the hips, one on top of the next. Press into the right hand a lot so you don't collapse into that side, and circle the ankle 3 times in one direction and 3 times in the other direction. Bringing it back into that one-legged plank or the tabletop. Bring your right knee to the right elbow and lift it up into downward facing dog. Bring your right knee to the right elbow. Push away, downward facing dog. Bring the right knee to the right elbow. Push away. 3 more times. Right knee to right elbow. Push away. 2 more, clawing at the mat. Core is actively engaged. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Use the breath to help you move through the motions. 1 more time, bring it over. And then bring it center, round the back, cat-like, knee to nose, and step the foot through. Help it along if you need to. You're going to square off your hips, drawing the right hip back and the left hip forward. Straighten out that back leg, roll the shoulders back and down, and frame off the foot. So the toes and the fingers are all in alignment. Drawing the belly button in, you're going to lift up slightly to really engage the core. So you're not collapsing the chest onto that leg. If you feel you have that core strength, you could wing back the arms this way. Take a deep breath in for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Keep the left hand down, peel the right arm up for a nice gentle twist. And release that arm to the earth. Walk the hands towards me, parallel the feet towards me, and walk the hands even farther, tenting up the fingers, folding over, rolling the shoulders back and down, creating that space. Take a deep breath in and exhale out. Inhale and exhale. Walk the hands back and then walk the hands over to the left side. Pivot on the foot, step back with the left foot, and shift the weight into that plank pose. Pushing away from the earth, the belly button is to the spine, extend through the crown, take a deep breath in, and lift up into downward facing dog. Inhale, exhale, roll it out to the top of the plank. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, roll it out to the top of the plank. Inhale, push away, lift it up.
Exhale, roll it out to the top of the plank. Knees, chest, chin, or lower into chaturanga. And then bring the knees down to protect the shoulders. Roll it back. Roll the shoulders back and down. Extend the arms out, extend the legs, and lift up. Draw the belly button to the spine, rolling the shoulders back. Extend through the feet, extend through the fingertips. Create that beautiful length. Inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands down to the base of the chest, of the ribs. Pull back. And then bring it from tabletop or straight into downward facing dog. Push away. Breathe the left leg up and back. Bend the knee, flex the foot, and stack the hips. So you're putting one hip on top of the next. Claw at that mat. Press into the left hand a lot. And then circle the ankle in one direction. And then circle the ankle in the other direction. And now square off the hips so you're in the downward dog split. You could bring this to tabletop. Rolling out, bring the knee to the elbow. And then breathe, push it up. Inhale. Exhale, roll it out. Inhale. Exhale, roll it out. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale, roll it out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale, roll it out. And 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, roll it out. Take that knee, bring it towards the center, round out the back a lot like a cat. Belly button to the spine, engage the core, and then step that leg through. Help it along if you need to. Correct, follow your form. Fingers and toes are in line. Take the left hip, draw it back. Take the right hip, draw it forward. Push away from the earth, draw the legs in towards the midline, and then just lift up slightly to, again, engage those abs. Stay here or wing the arms backwards, really engaging the core. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, place the hands down. Keep the right hand down on the connection with the earth or a block, and then peel the left arm up. Taking a nice deep breath in. Exhale, place the hand inside the leg. Walk the hands towards me, parallel the feet, and then shift the weight side to side, opening up the hips a little bit more. Breathing as you do so. And then bring it back towards the center, taking the hands, interlacing them behind the back, head towards the ground, and knuckles towards the ceiling, and extend. Shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Make sure your knees are slightly bent so you don't lock them out, you don't hyperextend the knees. Release the hands to the earth. Heel toe the legs in towards the center. And sit it down into Malasana, a yogi squat. If this is not accessible to you, grab 1, 2 blocks, some books, and sit down on it. Really sit down so that you're ready to be in this pose. Roll the shoulders back and down, create that space. Use a leverage from the elbows and the thighs, working with each other to create that tension, to create that resistance, the isometrics, creating muscle while you're creating the opening. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, place the right hand onto the earth, peel the left arm up, rolling the shoulder back and down, creating that space. Inhale. Exhale, place the left arm down, peel the right arm up, taking that shoulder, rolling it back, opening it up, creating a little bit more space. And then release. Bring the legs hip distance and forward. Take a deep breath in, extend. Push the weight into the balls of the foot, extend through the crown of the head. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold, knees bent as much as you need to. Grab opposite elbows and then just sway side to side. Release, inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise up.
Interlace the hands behind the head, creating a little bit of a shelf. Roll the shoulders back and down, draw the belly button in, push the hips slightly forward so you don't collapse into that lower back, and then just bring it side to side. So you're creating that space, that opening for the heart, the opening for the lungs, and opening of the shoulders. Coming to center, lift up out of the rib cage, and then bring it over to the right side. Rolling the shoulders back, pushing into the left foot, bending a little bit more, pushing the hip out a little bit more. You're going to release the arms and just roll all the way down.
Bending the knees as much as you need to. Pedal out the feet. Take your hands, interlace them behind the back, and then lower the head as much as you need to, the knuckles towards the ceiling. Bend the knees as much as you need to get that connection between the chest and the thighs, the quadriceps. And release. Hands are down. Inhale, halfway extend. Now your hands could be on a block. They could be on your legs. If they're on your legs, be mindful that you're not pressing against your legs. You do not want to hyperextend. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise.
Interlace the hands behind the back. Roll the shoulders up, slide them back down. Push the elbows towards the back of the room. The tailbone is towards the earth. The belly button is to the spine. And then again, bring it side to side. This movement into this other plane that you're very rarely into, the frontal plane. We always move in the sagittal plane. So we're trying to balance out our bodies. Lift up from the rib cage, bring it over to the left side, roll the top shoulder back and the bottom shoulder back, keeping in that plane as if you're stuck between two planes of glass. Push into the right foot a lot, push that right hip out a little bit more. Find that beautiful stretch and that extension. Inhale. And exhale, just let it roll all the way down. Wash it away, roll it down.
Pedal out the feet. Take your hands behind the thighs, grab opposite elbows, bend the knees as much as you need to. Take the forearms and slide them down the leg. So you're creating that space. Push the tailbone down. Breathe, push the weight into the balls of the feet. And release. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up.
Exhale, bring the legs out wide. Toes are out slightly, legs are out wide. Belly button is to the spine. Tailbone is tucked under. Take a deep breath in and rise up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, let it rise. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, let it rise. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, let it rise. Parallel the feet towards me. Bring the arms out wide. Roll the shoulders back and down. Engage the core. Forward fold. Hold it here. Feel that nice extension through the back, the posterior chain. You're pushing through the ball of the foot. Your core is nice and engaged. Inhale. Exhale, let the hands drop towards the earth. Shift the weight side to side, working those hips again. And now you could stay here, or you could go a little bit deeper by changing the angle of the foot and bringing it into Malasana. Holding here, the toes and the knees face up. It's your level. So you kind of pick if you want to hold it in the other level. If you'd like to do Malasana, hold it here. Then maybe you want to just go back and forth, side to side. Again, this is your practice, your time to figure out your mobility and your stretching. Maybe you want to go for active, dynamic. Maybe you want to go for static. So make it yours. You're going to go one more time, maybe wherever you're at. Bring it back to center. Heel toe the feet in. Bringing it back into that Malasana, yogi squat. Use the leverage, lift up, take a deep breath in. Exhale. If you'd like to stay here and really work on that tension, creating that force,
Stay here if you have an arm balance in your practice and you'd like to try crow. By all means, we could go into crow. You're creating that little shelf. We did a bunch of chaturangas, so you're kind of used to that shelf. It's the same arm position. You lean forward, placing the legs on top. Draw the belly button in. Look forward, push away from the earth, draw the belly button in, and there you are, into crow. Working on that balance. Don't have to be here if you don't want to. And then release it down. Everybody will release it down. Toes face forward. Take a deep breath in and rise up. Deep. Beautiful. Inhale. Holding on to the right forearm, not the wrist. That's a joint. You don't want to pull out. Lift up. Step it back with the right leg. Get that nice deep stretch in the whole lateral side. Deep, deep, deep. Rolling the shoulder back. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. On the exhale, again, you're going to cascade down, keeping the legs where they are. Maybe bring them a little bit closer if you need to. Hands on the block or the floor, and get that nice stretch in the IT band. Inhale halfway. Exhale, bring the legs together. Inhale, rise. We're going to swap out. Left arm, lift up, step it back into the curtsy, and bring that beautiful stretch on the whole side. Just a little deeper than we were before. Every opportunity, every movement can maybe get you deeper as you start warming up, and grab onto that opportunity. We're going to cascade down, maybe adjust the feet and just roll it down. Hands on the floor or the block, and then feel that beautiful stretch in the IT band. Inhale halfway. Exhale, feet come together, hip distance apart, and then bring it up into Uttanasana, chair pose. Roll the shoulders back and down. Make sure you can see your toes. Sit the butt back like you're sitting back in a chair. If you have tight shoulders, if you feel that your back is hurting you, it's because the pulling on the shoulders, then just bring your hands to chair, prayer pose. Sitting the butt back, roll the shoulders back and down. Belly button is to the spine. You're really working those quadriceps. It is called awkward pose. It is called fierce pose because it's pretty fierce and your legs start burning, and it is very awkward to be in this position, and it works a lot of the muscles. Take a deep breath in, arms come up, legs straight, and deep breath in. Beautiful. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. Step it out wide. Bring the arms down, and again, bring it down, and inhale up. Bring it down, and inhale up. Make sure your knees and toes are following in the same direction. So if your toes are facing forward, your knees are facing forward. If your toes are facing slightly outward, then your knees are facing in the same direction. That's what you want to make sure. Protect those knees. Give me 2 more times. Inhale, and 1 more time. Beautiful. We're going to pivot, facing the side, adjust your legs if you need to, and bring it down into this high lunge. Roll the shoulders back and down, and this time bring the arms back down like scarecrow arms. Elbows are in line with the shoulder, tailbone is tucked under, straighten out the back leg a little bit more, knee is over the heel, lift up the chest, lift up the heart, take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands come down to frame off that foot. Keep the left arm down, peel the right arm up. Hand comes down, shift the weight, hands on the blocks or the floor, shift the weight into pyramid pose. Draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. Release down. Lift the heel up if you want to get a little deeper into that pose, or stay where you are. Take a deep breath in. On the exhale, bring it out. Take your right hand, place it inside into lizard pose. So you could stay here in your lizard. It's a nice active lizard. The back leg is up. The leg, and I'll turn this way so you can see me, the front leg is against this front arm. So you're making this an active lizard pose. You're pressing against the arm with the leg, the back leg is up. You can hear all the landscapers in my yard. I'm so sorry about this. Pushing away from the earth. Belly button is active, core is active, everything is working here right now. Take a nice deep breath in. You could stay here, we're really going to activate the core this time. You're going to lower the shoulder down underneath and airplane the arms. So again, it's up to you. And then release it. Step that leg, I'm sorry, you're going to stay here, you're going to go sideways. Walk the hand towards the front. And then inhale, rise up. Beautiful. Adjust the legs, and this time we're going to just pull it down. So we're going to pull it down and lift it up. Pull it down, working the lats, the muscles right along the side, right here. And up. You're creating that resistance. Bring it down and bring it up. 3 more. Bring it down and bring it up. 2 more. Bring it down and bring it up. And 1 more. Bring it down and bring it up. Make sure that your legs are wide enough. You're going to pivot and bring it over to that high lunge. How do you know your legs are wide enough? Because when you go into this lunge, this knee is going to be over the ankle. Square off the hips, the heel is up of the back leg, straighten that back leg. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a deep breath in, reach up, deep breath in. And now cactus the arms. Rolling the shoulders back, squeezing the elbows back, lifting up the heart, creating that space. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Next exhale, bring it forward, hinge forward into pyramid pose. Draw the left hip back, the right hip forward. Deep breath in, extend through the spine. See if the belly can make that connection with the thigh. Maybe not. If you'd like to try to go deeper into the pose, take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, lift up that front leg. Beautiful. Inhale. Bring it back. Peel it up, gentle twist. Place the hand inside the leg, and we're going for lizard on the other leg. Fingertips and toes are in line. You're pressing into that left arm with that left leg. Draw the left hip back and the right hip forward. Keep that back leg active and engaged. Work on the core. Press away from the earth. Drawing both legs in towards the midline, and you're really going to activate this core. Now you could stay here, or you could lower that shoulder underneath and airplane. Working the core a little bit more. Depends on what you'd like to do for your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, release it. Hands here. Bring it back to center. Legs are out slightly. Bring it up. And now bring it into goddess pose. So, everybody's hips are different. My hips happen to be very tight. Some people could have their legs all the way out and their knees all the way out. That doesn't work for me. So I need my toes in a little bit more. My knees follow my toes. I could sink down. The tailbone is under, and I squeeze. And here I am in goddess pose. It's an isometric contraction. You're holding the muscles here. Maybe bring the legs out a little bit more. Depends on how you want to work it. Rolling the back, abs engaged. Sitting back in here, take a deep breath in and hold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Bring the legs facing forward, flat back. Bring it all the way down. Work the core. Inhale, let it rise up. Don't lock out the knees. Rolling the shoulders back and down. Inhale. Exhale, bring it forward. Don't lock the knees. Keep them soft. Protect. Don't hyperextend, but you're working the core and you're lifting up through it. Beautiful. Hinge forward. Engage the core and lift up. 3 more times. Hinge forward, extend through the fingertips, and inhale, lift up. 2 more times, reach, and lift it up. And 1 more time, reach. Beautiful, and lift it up. Open it up wide. You're gonna bring it out a little bit wider. This left leg is going to stay with the outside edge parallel to the mat. You're gonna roll the shoulders back and down, and now the right leg is now going to go facing the side and bend the knee to bring you into Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Check your form now. You should be able to see the toes. If you can't see the toes, take your knee and open it up towards the back so you can. Rolling the shoulders back and down, press through the outer edge of that back leg. Don't forget about that back leg. You want to have equality. It's all about balance. You don't want to push on one leg more than the other. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Bring it back peaceful, keeping the legs exactly where they are. Those legs are not moving. They're your foundation. You're just going with the flow with the top of your body. And then bring it back up. And bring it back for peaceful, staying exactly where you are. Inhale. And then bring it up. And bring it back for peaceful. Maybe this time you want to bring the arm around. Maybe you have that mobility, maybe not. That's fine. Make sure the knee is over the ankle of the front leg. Straighten out the back leg. Inhale. Exhale. Place the forearm on that leg and reach up into supported side angle. Now I have tight shoulders, so this is how I usually get into it. I bring my arm here, roll my shoulders back so it's plugged in, and then sweep around so I have much more mobility in my shoulder. Reaching through the fingertips, pressing through the left knife edge side of my foot, pushing away with my right hand so I don't collapse. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, straighten out the front leg, and then hold it here, and bring it back. Beautiful, inhale. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale, bring it back. 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 Exhale, bring it forward. And this time, maybe you want to bring it around in that half bind. Reach. Bring it forward into Trikonasana. You're reaching. Hand on the shin or a block. And bring it down. Roll that top shoulder back. Reach through the fingertips. Draw the belly button in. Be nice and light. Press away from the earth while you're reaching up towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Stay here or lift up that arm to really work the core. Or bring it over to really work the core. Inhale. Bring it up center. Beautiful. You're going to change the feet. That leg is now parallel. This leg is now toes facing forward. Roll the shoulders back and down. Press through this outer edge first, and now bend the leg. Knee is over the ankle. Make sure to be able to see the toes. Rolling the shoulders, drawing the belly button in. And again, equal amounts of pressure in the outer part and in here. Take a deep breath in, keeping the legs exactly the way they are. Peel it back into that peaceful warrior. Inhale. Exhale, extend. Virabhadrasana 2. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bring it back. Reach. Exhale, extend. Inhale, peel it back. Remember, that bottom leg is just, it's a foundation. It is not moving. Your top is swaying with the wind, just like a tree. You're swaying with the wind. Your trunk is nice and strong. It's keeping you there. And if you want to go in for the last one with that half bind, reach, 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 get that beautiful extension. And now place the forearm onto the leg for supported side angle. Start out here first, roll the shoulders back and down, and then sweep it over to get that beautiful extension. Knees over the ankle, straighten out that right leg, push away from the left arm so you're not collapsing in the shoulder. You're always still trying to create that beautiful space, that leg. Take a nice deep breath in, straighten out the leg, inhale. Exhale, bring it back. Reach, reach, reach. Feel that beautiful extension. Let the arm slide down the leg. Inhale. And bring it over. Inhale, peel it back. Exhale, extend. Inhale, peel it back. What are your legs doing? They should be equally pressing through all four corners of the feet. You shouldn't be collapsing on one leg and the other. Everything is equal. Inhale. And exhale. Bringing it back. Maybe going for that half bind. Reach. Inhale. Exhale, Trikonasana. Hand on the shin, on a block, or on the ground. Roll the shoulder back and down. Lift through the fingertips. Tailbone is tucked under. Push away from the earth. Create that beautiful space. Take a deep breath in. Stay here, or lift that arm up for more core engagement, or lift the arm over for even more core engagement. Breathe, 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 breathe. Don't hold your breath. Inhale, rise up. Beautiful. Parallel the feet. Interlake. Arms are wide, I'm sorry. Hinge forward. Get a little bit of relief. This time take the hands. Your feet are facing front. Your hands are walking back towards the back. Really push those fingertips back, back, back through the legs. Shift the weight to the balls of the feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale, hands come center. And rise. Back into that warrior two. Bring it over. Peel it down. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold it here. So hold it here and then just bring it up. Up and then down. And then breathe and down. 4 more. Inhale and down. 3 more. Up and down. 2 more. Nice. And 1 more. Bring it up. Bring it down. Bring it back peaceful. Bring it over into that supported side angle. And stay here, or you're going to bring it into Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Hand will come to the hip. You'll look forward around 6 inches on the outside pinky toe side. You're going to hands on the block or the ground, shift the weight, open up, and then let that back leg float up. Flex the foot a lot. You need to flex it a lot. And if you feel comfortable, you can lift the hand up to the sky. Take a beautiful breath in. Deep, deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Next exhale, gently lower back into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Nice and quietly. Bring it to center. Pivot and bring it over. Adjust the feet if you need to. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. And then get ready. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Bring it up. And exhale. Bring it up. And exhale. Bring it up. And exhale. 3 more. Up. And exhale. 2 more. Up. And exhale. 1 more. Up. And exhale. Peel it back for peaceful. Reach, reach, reach. Get that nice deep breath and that extension.
And then bring the hand over to supported side ankle, reaching around. Knee is over the ankle, press through the outside edge of the other foot, push away, and stay here if you'd like. If you'd like to bring it up, try another option, shift the weight, and let that leg float up. Hand could stay here, or it could reach for the sky. Foot could stay nice and flexed. It's all a matter of where you want to be. Take a deep breath in, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale. Next exhale, bring it nice and gently, softly back to warrior two. Beautiful. Parallel the feet. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, take your right hand, bring it over to the left ankle. Take a deep breath in, see if the belly can make the connection with the leg first. And then once that connection is made, peel that arm up. Or bring it back to a half bind, whatever works for you. Take a deep breath in, release the hands to the earth. Walking over to the other side, the left hand goes here first. Make the connection with the belly to the thigh first. And then once you've made that connection, peel the arm up. Inhale. Exhale, release it, walk it forward. Beautiful. Walk the hands out a little bit more. Tent up the fingers, hollow out the armpits, shift the weight into the balls of the feet. Deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale, bring it back. You're going to walk the hands over to the right side. Right hand stays inside, left hand, so we're revisiting the lizard pose. Again, we're revisiting it. And I'm going to face this way. Active lizard at the beginning. We're going to be nice and active. It's not the stretch. You could stay here. You have that second opportunity to try to airplane the arms. You're bringing the shoulders down and under. Or you could shift the weight and lift up and try that. Or you could shift the weight and lift and fly like that. So you're picking what works for you. And when you're done playing, bring it back to this lizard pose. And now you could stay here, or you could release the back leg to make it more recovering. Stay here or take this arm, parallel it to the mat. Take this leg, bring it out 45-degree angle, and then open it up. Now I prefer to have my toes curled under on this particular move. Rolling the shoulder back, creating that space, just kind of opening up on the edge side of this leg. And release. Frame off the foot, lift up. So I'm going to go back because I was facing this way. So frame off the foot, lift up, go back into that nice gentle twist. Draw the legs in towards the midline, push away. And then this time maybe go deeper by extending the arm out overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale. Place the hands inside. Walk it over, walk it over, walk it over. And now you're getting to the other side. So you're starting out first here, or you could go for the flight. So the arm goes under, and then maybe just lift this leg up. Bend the arms like chaturanga arms, lean into it, and lift. And when you're done playing, bring it back to that lizard. Stay here or release the leg to the ground. Take this left leg, 45-degree angle, roll out. Roll the shoulders back and open it up.
Release. Bring it up into that low lunge. Keep the right arm down. Heel the left arm up. Stay here or bring the arm up overhead. Deeper stretch. Release the hand towards the center. Walk it forward. Heel toe the legs in. Hip distance apart. Take a deep breath in and bring it into chair pose. Roll the shoulders back and down, belly button to the spine. And again, if your shoulders are bothering you, hands could be here, hands could be here. You could stay here or try a new level by raising the heels up and really firing up those quadriceps. Make sure that the belly button stays to the spine. Core is nice and active and engaged. Squeeze the shoulder blades back. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Heels lower, arms raised, legs straighten out. Deep breath in. Beautiful inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Beautiful. Put all the weight into the left leg and lift the right leg up. Working on that balance. I said this whole class I work on the strength and the balance and the flexibility. So find your drishti, find your focal point, shift the weight into that left leg, stay here or extend the leg out, working the core, drawing the belly button in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. You're going to wing the arms back. You're going to hinge forward right into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. Arms could be extended. You could wing them back. Whatever works for your body. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the ground or to the block. Bend the knee and lower all the way to a seated twist. If this is not accessible to you, I'm sorry, bring that bottom leg out straight. Otherwise, the legs are crossed over, trying to get both knees pretty much in line with the belly button, and you're squeezing in towards the midline. So you're squeezing everything in to get this beautiful twist. Roll the shoulders back and down. Take your left arm, put it behind the back to create this space. You're always creating the space. Reach up. Deep breath in. Exhale. You're going to rotate, and either you're going to hug that leg or you're going to hook it with the elbow. Take a deep breath in and exhale. Twist. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale. And exhale, twist. And we're here. You could stay in the stretch because this is really a great detoxifying stretch. It's wonderful, massaging the internal organs. It really, really helps. But if you're here and you want to go for another arm balance, some people just love the arm balance. You're already here. You go back in those chaturanga arms. The toes curl under of the right leg. And you lift up. You make that little shelf. And you extend out. And you go into that arm balance. But it's an option. You don't have to do it. When you're done twisting and detoxing and squeezing, just counterbalance a twist. I'm going to make it nice and counterbalance it. Beautiful. And bring it to center for the abs, modified or full boat. So roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the legs up. Now a bit of this. The legs could be up, the feet are nice and flexed. You could even be here for boat. So you're kind of picking your level of boat or straighten it out. I have 2 hernias, so the straightening out is very challenging for me. But in any case, you don't want to round. You want to keep those shoulders back. So don't break form. If you're going like this, you know, really don't break the form. Keep the chest open. Keep the legs where they need to be. Work on the boat that way. Take a nice deep breath in. And hug it in. Now, you could crisscross your legs and gently stand up. Or give yourself a little back massage, roll it back, and then bring it up and engage the core. Roll it back, bring it up, engage the core. One more time, and then we're going to stand. So you're going to find your way of standing. It could be like this, and then stand and bring it up. However you want to stand, okay? Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Shift the weight into the right leg this time. Lift that left leg up so it's hip level. Roll the shoulders back and down. Draw the belly button in. You need to find your balance point, your focal point, your dristing. And stay here. If you'd like to bring it up, you extend. Drawing the belly button in like you're trying to trap a marble between the hips and the abs. Stay here, take a deep breath, and on the exhale, bring it back to warrior three. Pressing through the heel, through the fingertips, hips are parallel to the ground. Get that beautiful length. Hands could be where, oops, sorry. I was trying to move my hands. Wherever you'd like them to be. Inhale, exhale, lower the hands to the ground or the blocks. Bend the legs, kiss the knees, continue the journey to the earth so that you're in that seated half Lord of the Fish pose. Bottom leg could be straight if that was not accessible to you. Both sit bones are making contact with the earth. So make sure that this one's not sticking up. You want them both making contact with the earth. So you're really squeezing in everything, both legs, everything's squeezing. The belly button's in line, the knees are in line. Take your right hand, put it behind the back. Create that space, that length of the spine. Inhale, the arm goes up. Exhale, you're rotating. You're hugging or you're hooking. Depends on your flexibility, your range of motion through your hips and your shoulders. Inhale through the crown. Exhale, rotate through the waist. Inhale to create length, space, and then exhale. And again, the option on the other side is for the arm balance. Some people are stronger, most have a stronger side. So one side may be more challenging than the other. You would easily figure that out once you do it. You're gonna know where you're at with this pose. And when you're done playing, you bring it back. And everybody counterbalances the twist by bringing it over to the side. And bringing it back to center. And extending the legs out. Take the fleshy part of the thighs, lift it up. Take the fleshy part of this thigh, lift it up. Straighten out the back. Knees are facing the front. Toes are facing the front. Push into the stretch first. Nice flat back. Walk the hands out. And then take a deep breath in. And exhale, just really surrender to the stretch. When people are tight, and you don't have to have your legs out that wide, and they fight the stretch, and they're like, oh, I can't stretch. You're not going to stretch. You're causing those muscles to tighten. So you really need to work with the breath here. Take a deep breath in, and then just release into it. Inhale, lift it up. Walk it back. Bring your right leg and bend it in. Bring your left leg and bring it around. So you can breathe into your pigeon pose. Okay, so you're going to adjust. So a lot of really flexible people have their legs parallel to the mat. I'm not one of them. My ankle comes more towards my crotch. My back leg is nice and straight, and this is pigeon. You're drawing the legs in towards the midline, and you're really lifting up. If you don't have this in your practice, the best way to help you out is by putting a block right there. That's the best way. Square off the hips. Another block or a book will help you rest your pigeon. You put that right down, and there you have it. You place your forehead on there to rest your pigeon, or you rest your pigeon like this. So you're finding how you'd like to do this stretch. It's great for the performance. That's what you're stretching out. So you're picking how you want to do this stretch, okay? And again, surrender into it. Draw the right hip back and the left hip forward. The arms are nice and extended, or you could have them back into prayer pose. I'm just going to take a look at everybody to make sure we're where you're at. And also so you could hear me. It's kind of hard for you to hear me if I'm down low. But you are picking how you would like to do this pose, okay? Really feel the difference. Once you take that right hip and you draw it back and you push the left hip forward, you're going to really feel that stretch right here. You need to get the body in alignment to get the stretch. It's not going to work if you let this hip roll forward. You kind of just draw it back, and that's when you get that nice, beautiful targeted area. We're going to go for a quadricep stretch. So there's two ways to do this. You can lift up and bring this leg back, so you're lying down. Or you could bring this leg out to the side a little bit more, and then reach around and stretch. So it's not directly behind you, it's just around. I like to go from the top because that way I stretch out my shoulder as well. But again, if this is not in your practice, you slide this leg back, you lay down, and you reach around. It's your stretch. You know, this is the yummy part. This is the part that you want to like. This is not the part that you want to feel uncomfortable in. This is the part that you earned and you can't wait to get to. So don't feel uncomfortable in this by any stretch of imagination. And then release it and bring it up. Now, you're going to just bring the other leg over. So to do that, the knee goes towards the elbow and the ankle goes towards the crotch. And you slide that back leg all the way back. And again, remember this is pigeon. You're drawing the hips back, they're squared off, they're parallel. You're drawing the legs in towards the midline. This is your pigeon. And then you rest your pigeon. Pick which way. You know, if you need the block under here, you put the block under here. If you need a block for your head, you do that as well. Arms in prayer, arms out. Whatever way you like to do it. But everybody, take your left hip and draw it backwards. Take your right hip and draw it forwards. So you really feel the stretch right here in the piriformis, and then relax it. You don't need to look at me, you don't need to look at anything. Settle into the pose, take some breaths, deep breath in, work into that pose, okay? Another deep breath in, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. You can stay here. Again, if you'd like to try that quadricep stretch, you're going to bring the right leg out slightly. So it's not directly behind now, it's at an angle. And bend and reach back. And if this is not available for you, if you are struggling, if you feel like you're unbalanced, you don't have the flexibility, it's not comfortable at all, please lay down and then just reach around and get the quadricep this way. Stretching is supposed to be comfortable. I mean, a little bit, you feel a little bit of like, my muscles are working, but it should not be a struggle. It should be really a happy place. And release and just roll over onto your back. So we're going to do a bridge, and you could do the bridge if you're fried by now and you just want that support. Take a block or two and just put them right here, right behind the sacrum, kind of where the hips are, the pelvis, and then just support your bridge that way. If you want a little bit more activity going on, rule of thumb, you want to just slightly touch your middle fingers. That's where the heels will touch. That bothers my knees too much, so I push my knees out a little farther. So you're going to figure out what you need to do. Roll the shoulders back and down. Plug the shoulders. Engage them. Push them into the earth, the back of the head into the earth. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, lift the hips up. Push the knees far away from you as you lift the hips up. But don't arch the back. It's not pushing and arching the back. It's pushing the knees away, engaging the core, and then press into the ground. You could robot your arms and really roll the shoulders back and feel them plugging into the earth while the hips get a little bit higher and the knees go pushing a little bit farther. And then see what happens when you're pretending to drag your heels towards your butt. You activate the hamstring. So take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Lower one vertebrae at a time. Take your knees, bring them together, but bring your feet out like knock knees. And then cactus the arms. This helps relieve the stress from the back. And again, it's another opportunity for the arms, the shoulders to open up. We're going to bring it back. You could go back into that bridge, or you could bring it up into reverse tabletop. So rolling the shoulders back, it's your position of where you want your hands to be. Sometimes the fingers face forward, sometimes to the side, purely your body. And lift up. Roll the shoulders back, slide them down the rib cage. Belly button is to the spine. Push away from the earth, opening up those shoulders and those hips again, while you're still activating the core as well. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, gently lower. And bring it back and hug those knees in towards the chest. Belly button is to the spine, tailbone is down towards the ground. Create that length in the spine. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Interlace the hands, put them around an inch or two below the left knee, extend the right leg out. Belly button to the spine, lift up. Deep breath in. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, now you could stay here, or you can put your hands behind the head. No rotation, no rotation. The lower the legs are to the ground, the more challenging it is, but it may be discomfort for the back, so the legs could stay up higher. Keep the belly button down, make sure to breathe. Now you can add the rotation. Bring it over. For 3, 2, actually, I think we have to do one more to make it even. Do it one more. There we go. I like to even things out. Hug it in. Take a deep breath in. Inhale. Exhale. Interlace the fingers. Put them 1 inch underneath the right leg. Extend the left leg out on the ground. Roll the shoulders back and down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then lift the right leg up to the ceiling and lift up. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug both knees into the chest. Roll the shoulders back and down. Tailbone down towards the earth. Lower the left leg towards the ground, keeping the right leg bent. Flex the foot, place the right knee right below the left leg. Rolling the shoulders back. Deep breath in, lift the left leg up, foot is flexed. Reach underneath that thigh, draw it in towards the chest, and take this elbow. If you want extra stretching, use the elbow to leverage and push the right hip away, knee away, while you're pulling in with the other arm. See if the tailbone can go down towards the ground to create that length of the spine while you're pulling in. And another stretch. So this is a stretch, an alternative for pigeon pose. If that's not in your practice, this figure 4, this pose would be where you'd go. Keeping the legs exactly where they are, release the hands. And then let the legs roll towards the left side. Palms are onto the ground, lift the shoulders up, slide them to the left side so that you have that nice connection. And if you have the mobility, you're going to open up this leg a little bit more so the knee goes towards the ceiling. Cactus the arms and look over the right shoulder. You're going to bring it back to center. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring it back to center. Right leg is now bent. Flex the foot of the left. Cross the left ankle right below the right knee. Reach the hands behind the right thigh. Pull it in towards the chest, keeping both feet flexed to protect the knees. Take the left elbow right below the left knee. If you want more leverage to push away and you have that flexibility, you push with the elbow, you pull with the hands. And you push the tailbone towards the earth. So it's really like you're straightening the spine rather than rounding the spine. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Release the arms. Inhale. And on the exhale, let the legs roll to the right side. Push into the earth, lift the shoulders up, slide them to the right so both shoulders are touching the earth. And if you can, see if you could straighten the knee so it reaches up towards the sky. Cactus the arms and look over the left shoulder. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring it center. Bring the legs in for happy baby pose. Hands are on the outside of the legs, arms are on the inside. Tailbone is down towards the earth. Roll the shoulders back and down. Give a little rock side to side if you feel you want that little massage along the spine and that works better for you. You can always stay here. It's one last opportunity if you would prefer to stretch out the hamstrings and the inner thigh, the adductors. And if that's the case, if you have the mobility, flexibility, you can keep your hands on your toes. If not, at the ankles or the calves, whatever works for you, roll the shoulders back and down. See what difference it makes when you take your tailbone and you push it towards the floor. See the difference. You can bring your legs in towards the shoulders. You can open them up wide. Depends on how much of a stretch you want on the inner thigh or the hamstrings. It's up to you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Bring the legs in and exhale, extend. Take a deep, deep breath in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Next inhale, bring the legs in towards the chest. Reach around, hug. Roll over to your left side so you're facing, your right side, I'm sorry. Roll over to your right side. And then gently, mindfully sit up. Bring yourself back to that comfortable seat. If you had one leg out in front, kind of switch legs. Balance it out. See the difference. Roll the shoulders back and down. Lift the heart. Open it up. Take a deep breath in. Arms come up wide. Exhale. Let them float. Inhale. Bring them up. Exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Roll the shoulders back and down. May your hearts be filled with warmth, your minds with peace, and your days with smiles. Namaste. Thank you so very much for joining me. If you liked it, please let me know. Tell your friends. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm always here to answer them. And again, enjoy the day.